Let's learn to use the Flask micro web framework and build and implement some basic web functionality. Let's install virtual env. Now in the command prompt, get to the desktop, create this directory project X, get to it, create a virtual environment, and then activate it. Now install Flask. We have everything we need. Now inside project X, create a file demo.py and put this in it. Run this file as a script. This is the address we'll be using. It is the local host and the default port is 5000. If we get to this address in the browser, it says hello. We just made our first hello program in Flask. On to the next. Now if we add another function, say hi, and route it to /hi, getting to this address says hi on the page. Note that if we added a trailing slash after hi in the rule to route, it would not function without it, but since we do not, it functions with and without it. And add a function salute. Don't add a root, but add a rule using the add URL rule function. And it still works. It says Boona. We can put variables in angular brackets to generate dynamic URLs. Here we added 1 and 2. In root we have them in angular brackets, and we also have them as parameters to the add function. 2 add 3 gets us 2 plus 3 is 5, and 1 add minus 7 gets us minus 6. If we just use the float converter with root, it also lets us add some floats. We can also use the redirect and URL for functions together to explicitly redirect to a certain URL while providing it the values for any arguments. Let's take one last example. Here we use the post method on a form. We have functions login and success. Login takes the first name. It has a form for that. A successful login takes us to the success page and prints out a success message. The way of retrieving the user's first name is different depending on whether the method is a get or a post. And this is the form we have. The method is post and it takes us to the login page. If we get to this HTML page and submit this form with the value Ayushi, it logs in for us and displays hello Ayushi. And now you know the basics of the Flask micro framework.